Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sherrick here, and welcome back to another episode of Law Order Legacies. In the last one, we started off the case that you were looking at right here on your screen called Ear Witness. If you have not started that episode, I highly encourage you to go back and check it out. It was a very interesting opening to this case, and now we're going to get a little further into it. So without any further ado, let's finish up Ear Witness. Here we are at Leonard Auto
Mr.
Repair.
Scott Leonard?
Oh, yeah. This is the guy.
I'm Detective Benson. This is Detective Curtis. We've got a warrant to search your garage.
You cops?
Obviously.
What are we drinking today, Mr. Leonard?
Idiot.
Mad Scotsman. That's funny, because I'm a mad Scot, man.
Today's a work day.
Like I said.
Where are your people?
Laid them all off 2 years ago. Can't afford them. Economy.
Right, well, this shouldn't take long. Keep an eye out for the 9mm.
That drinking, though.
It'd be nice to find something that would go to motive, too.
Lenny Briscoe used to grab newspaper clippings, old photos, letters, and whatever else he could find.
Okay.
Sometimes it
So
helped the
this is like
DA
an
establish motive in
investigation
court.
scene.
Thanks. Good tip.
Dope. Alright, so we see that... Yep, we all know all about this. You guys get to see my horrible circles again. So we're looking for ammo, gun, newspaper clipping like Lenny, and a memento. So... let's see here. I believe this is... aha, there it is. 9mm ammunition.
A box of ammo. Looks like it's for a 9mm. We can compare these to the casings we found at the scene.
Okay. There's the photograph I'm assuming that I'm looking for. Because it said memento or something like that.
Leo and Nina. Our first anniversary.
Uh-oh. Maybe it was Nina that did the shooting. Let's see. Okay, so we got two things here. And... let's see. Oh, is this a newspaper clipping? It looks very weird, but... I'm assuming this is maybe what we're looking for.
April 12th, 2010. Still no suspects in carjacking murder of Alphabet City woman. Woman's name is Nina Juarez.
Oh, that's Nina. Oh, snap. Okay. So now I think we just need to find the gun. As soon as I say it, we just need to find the gun. There it is. I don't know what that was underneath, but there's the gun.
9mm. 3 rounds missing from the clip.
3 shots. 3 rounds. That was pretty easy.
I think we got enough here.
Well, we wrapped that up in, about a minute and a half.
Mr. Leonard, I've been through the garage, and I gotta say, I got more questions.
Oh, really?
Great.
Let's talk about the gun.
We found a gun in the garage. A 9mm. Yours?
A gun? No way. I got 2-3 people working for me out in my garage.
He said
Could
he laid them
belong
all
to any
off.
one of them.
No, he's not telling the truth. He said he laid them all off 2 years ago. Yeah, he said he didn't have any. Liar. Jeez.
That's funny. I remember you saying you laid them off 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, it's mine. I need it for protection. Gangbangers always trying to bust into my shop.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say, dude.
Who's Nina?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Strange, because I found a picture of you and her together. You look quite cozy.
Probably just someone from church. Sometimes these single ladies get cozy at the mixers. I can't remember their names.
No, you're not telling me the truth. You have an article talking about Nina Juarez getting killed in an accident. No, wait, the inscription on the photograph, did it say that? I guess it said something like at least a year, I think. But, and he also has like a newspaper clipping about her, so obviously he knows Nina.
Leo and Nina.
Oh yeah, I did say that. Okay.
Oh, Okay, Nina was a girlfriend of mine. We was even engaged.
We was even.
So what?
So that's twice you lied to us about knowing her. Kinda makes me wonder what else you're lying about.
Everything. Literally everything. Newspaper
Where's
article.
Nina now?
We broke up. She moved somewhere down south. I got a postcard from
Come
her
on,
around here
bro.
somewhere.
You know that we just searched. You know we just searched your stuff. Come on, man. She was killed in a carjacking. Man, you're terrible.
We know she was killed in a carjacking. We know that's why you're hurting.
The Charger was her car. I bought it for her, but it was hers. She was just stopped at a red light when it happened. Those animals, those bangers, they killed her. Sims and his crew.
Oh, snap.
Nina was everything to me. You don't know what it's like to find love so late in life. You grip it strong with both hands.
Oh, whoa.
But
Dude, we don't even know about
She just disappeared.
that. Let's talk about the shooting.
If you did something in that parking lot,
No, it wasn't me shot that poor woman. I ain't never shot a gun before in my life, I swear.
Yeah, okay, no. There are 3 bullets missing. 3 rounds missing.
the clip in your gun is missing 3 rounds. I'm betting we find them in Shar Jackson's body.
Scott Leonard, you're under arrest for the murder of Shar Jackson.
I don't know if he
Anything
did
you
it,
do or
but-
say can and will be used against you.
Okay, let's keep moving.
I don't know if the boy's up to this. Are you sure this is gonna hold up in court?
Gotta try.
Me and Curtis looked into it. The Neurological Center at Columbia did a study where they confirmed that kids like Henry, who are blind since birth, are twice as likely to hear better than people who can see.
It's not just what he heard. He was very specific about where he heard it coming from.
Exactly why
The same
you should
study
come on
shows
them.
that blind people were much better at being able to pinpoint the specific location of a sound they heard. It's like the part of the brain reserved for sight gets put to work on this other stuff, including hearing.
But shouldn't we use a real lineup for this?
This is better. Our tech guy recorded these samples taking into account the acoustics of the parking lot and the approximate distance the shooter was from the boy.
Okay, but if this comes back to bite us,
All
Which it
right,
might.
Henry. I just want you to listen to these recordings and tell me which one is the voice you heard.
Okay, detective.
Nina.
Nina.
Nina!
Weirdos. I wish I could listen to him again. Let me hear voice 1.
Nina.
Okay, I can't listen to them again. No.
Nina.
That doesn't sound right.
Nina.
It sounded like it had a question mark on it, so no.
Nina!
That one sounds the best out of the 4. Let me listen to them all again.
Nina.
Well, that one doesn't sound right now.
Nina.
No.
Nina.
I'm gonna go with number 4.
Nina!
That sounds anguished and weird, but I'm gonna go with it. Hey! Okay, cool. I was kind of panicking.
That's the guy.
good job. I think we got him. Thank you, Henry. You really did your mama proud.
I tried extra hard. You know, for her. I know you was worried I couldn't.
I didn't mean for you to hear that.
It's all right. She said ain't everybody in this world always gonna give me a fair chance. Are you gonna catch the guy who killed her?
I don't need to catch
I
him.
think it's a.
You
it's a-
just did.
I think it's a female that's doing Henry's voice, and she might have done a voice in one of the earlier episodes, but it's still good. The voice acting in this is actually pretty good. I enjoy it. Let's keep moving.
Why can't we work out a deal here? Is Scott Leonard really a murderer?
He became one when he killed Shar Jackson. I want murder 2. Maximum sentence. Make an example.
Okay,
Well,
noted.
we got the gun.
He says it was self-defense. The gang fight put him in fear of his life.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus, we got the kid's testimony, and he ID'd Scott Leonard's voice.
Ugh, not so fast. Judge just granted the defense motion to suppress the auditory lineup.
What?
On what grounds?
Unreliable evidence. Without the lineup, we can't introduce Nina. And without Nina, we don't have a revenge angle.
Talk to the detectives again. We need to shore up our case.
Yikes. Okay.
So, who else we got?
A racist security guard and a gangbanger.
Great.
You keep using
Well,
the
of the two
gangbanger
evils,
term.
who would you put on the stand?
I hate to say it, but probably the security guard.
Really?
Yeah, you put Tarvarius Sims on the stand and the jury is only going to see his color. The defense will introduce his criminal record and they'll play the race card and say he doesn't like Scott Leonard because he's white.
Yeah.
Detective Curtis, I'm impressed at your grasp of sleazy courtroom ethics.
It's
This
not
ain't
just
my
sleazy
first rodeo.
ethics in the courtroom, man. It's sleazy ethics in life. He's still wearing that outfit. I guess that's so we can recognize who he is, but, I mean...
Mr. Zemsta,
He's
tell
pretty
us about what you
scummy.
saw on the day of the shooting.
Just another day in the asphalt jungle, Mr. Cutter. Huh. You know how it is. I'm trying to keep order, and I got a bunch of bangers outside in the parking lot aiming to shoot each other up.
Yeah,
So you
okay.
saw two rival gangs squaring off. Did you recognize anyone?
No, not anyone in particular. All them bangers look the same to me.
You didn't know anyone in the gangs?
Liar.
No.
Yes, he did. Sims. Lil Doc. Come on, man. Quit playing.
Mr. Zemsta, you told police you recognized Tarvarius Sims.
Oh yeah, right. I guess I did.
What is with all these people?
Why didn't Cutter coach this kid? We need a little polish here.
This might be the polish.
Okay.
Other than the gangs, can you remember anyone else?
Kid, his mom. Tragedy. Real tragedy.
Yes, he is. Scott Leonard. He's not Scott. He's not Scotty. Scotty wasn't there.
Anyone else?
But he was actually.
Your Honor, please. If Mr. Cutter digs any deeper, he's gonna need a pickaxe. This is clearly leading.
Last chance, Mr. Cutter.
Okay, let's say, are you sure?
You sure you didn't see anyone you can remember?
Not really.
Your Honor, permission to treat witnesses hostile.
Permission granted, Mr. Cutter. Hope you know what you're doing.
Oh.
Mr. Zemsta, you will now answer my questions with a simple yes or no, and you will answer them truthfully, or the DA's office will charge you with obstruction and perjury. Is that crystal clear?
Yes.
Ooh.
On the day of the shooting,
Yo.
did you see the defendant on the premises of your shop?
Yes.
Yeah. He totally saw it. I didn't know this was a thing that you could do. He said that he saw Scott Leonard in his car. Oh, snap. Cutter turned it up to like 11 just now.
How long was he there for?
I think an hour.
Is that correct? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he told Benson and Curtis the same thing. Hey, look at him telling the truth now that we put him,
Did you recognize the model of the car he drove?
Under the light.
Yes, it was a Challenger.
No, he said it was a Dodge Charger. Close, though. Dodge Charger.
You told police it was a Charger. Are you changing your testimony?
No, I mean a Charger. I just forgot. I'm nervous.
And finally, did you see him speed away from the scene of the crime?
Yes.
Look at him telling the truth all of a sudden. Alright, he did, he gave the license plate and the paint. I remember him saying the paint job, I don't remember the license plate. But he imitated the Charger's engine so well it was like being there. No, that was Henry, but it's at the license plate bit. He didn't post a description of the car, so let's go with this one because it talks about the paint job. Yeah? Awesome.
Thank you.
Your witness, Mr. Antonio.
Nice. Oh, the jury starts with the prosecution. Yeah, okay, that's us. Okay, so we're ahead. For a second, I was like, wait a second, are we still behind?
Mr. Zemsta, are you a racist?
Whoa, yes? What does that have to do with anything?
Objection. Your Honor.
Relevance?
Relevance?
Mr. Zemsta's racial beliefs may affect his testimony against my client.
Your client is white. You're gonna have to do better than that. Objection
Ooh,
sustained.
this judge.
Mr. Zimster, did you see Scott shoot the victim?
No.
Why? Were you doing something else?
Yes.
What?
Hiding.
Where?
In the alley.
So you didn't see the actual shooting?
No.
Because
Scott
you
Leonard from
were
there for real?
hiding in the alley.
Yes.
What kind of cowardly security guard are you?
What does that have to
Hiding
do with
in the
anything?
Alley?
Yeah, I'm gonna object.
Objection!
Badgering.
Defense is badgering the witness.
Sustained. Watch
Yes.
it, Mr. Antonio.
You have an alcohol problem, don't you?
What? No.
It's a known fact that you drank on the job. You told the police as much.
I guess.
So it's safe to say you were probably drunk that day.
Whoa. Let's go with speculation, because there's no facts to that.
Objection!
Yeah, Cutter, get in there. Speculation.
Speculation. Defense is taking this one too far.
Sustained.
Regardless, your status as an eyewitness leaves much to be desired. Withdrawn. No further questions.
That was quick. Awesome. Let's keep moving.
Your Honor, redirect.
Go ahead, Mr. Cutter.
Defended.
Mr. Zemsta, had you in fact seen Mr. Leonard parked in the lot for several months prior to the shooting? And did you see him that day only minutes before?
No. No, that's not right, Mr. Cutter.
Is he correct? Yes. I'm confused now. Yes? Oh, whew. Then what did he say? No. Oh, man, I honestly don't remember what he said. I know he hadn't said this one. He didn't say anything about Devarius Sims seeing him several months prior. I'm gonna guess. Oh, whew. Yeah, I literally.
It wasn't
I
several
forgot.
months prior. It was only a couple of days, Mr. Cutter. And he was in his car for like an hour before the shooting started.
Thank you. No further questions.
Coach heated.
I know, Jack. I know. But without the boy, we got no other options.
Then get the boy's testimony back in.
How do we do
Defense
that?
suppress the audio lineup.
Then unsuppress it.
Can you do that? I don't know.
Well,
I
Mr.
don't know that
Cutter,
much.
Miss Carmichael,
Oh, okay.
why don't you
Guess
tell
we
us
talked.
what's on your mind?
Your Honor, the people's case is being hampered by the exclusion of Henry Jackson's testimony. He was an eyewitness, an ear witness, in fact, to this murder.
There's the title.
Your Honor, this idea is based on voodoo science and old wives' tales.
What?
It's based on hard science, Your Honor.
Save the rhetoric for the trial. I've read your briefs. Let's hear your arguments.
Let's examine Henry's enhanced auditory ability.
Your Honor, enhanced auditory perception on behalf of the blind is based on anecdotes and assumption.
No,
No
it's-
studies have confirmed this
Actually, we
ability.
just talked about. Yes, they are. Because there was a study done about it. Benson said. Yeah, a study done by the Columbia University Neurological Center said that it's true. Nice try, though, dude.
Your Honor, no less an authority than the Neurological Center at Columbia University has confirmed it.
Yes, I saw the data. It is impressive.
A similar study conducted on men and women rendered blind as teenagers found almost no difference in auditory perception between them and test subjects who can see. The blind can't hear any better than the rest of us.
Yes, I can. I can prove he's mistaken. Because only people blind since birth do that thing. I remember that part, too. Yeah, only blind people blind since birth, or just before puberty. So, cool story, bro. Oh, I was wrong.
Your
I
Honor,
lied.
the study Mr. Antonio cites is flawed. Columbia
Well, there
researchers
we go.
found
I screwed that
enhanced
one up.
auditory perception in people blind since birth, exactly like Henry Jackson.
Maybe I was
Listening
misread
to
it,
a
I don't
bunch
know.
of computerized sound files on a laptop is not the same thing as hearing my client in person. It was probably a terrible quality file. There was no consideration for the actual location. Who knows what Henry heard?
Actually, yes, we can, because I remember them saying that they did consider all that stuff. The audio recorder was filtered, taking into account the acoustics of the parking lot and the approximate distance. Yeah, they did say that. So I got that one. I got that one right. I can't believe I missed
Your
that one.
Honor,
I was so
a
cocky
police
about it.
technician will testify that great care went into the preparation of those audio files. They were adjusted to take into account the acoustics of the parking lot and the distance of the speaker from Henry Jackson. The sound files presented were very authentic. You're welcome to review them yourself, Your Honor.
All right, I've heard enough. You did your homework, Miss Carmichael. The court is satisfied that the audio lineup serves as reliable evidence. Henry Jackson is back in.
Hey, we did it. Very nice.
Hey, Henry.
Olivia!
Oh, look,
You
he's all dressed
recognize
up.
me?
Sure, I know your voice anywhere.
Cute.
You know, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, Henry.
I want to.
Hi, Henry.
Abby's nice, but that other lawyer doesn't want people to believe your story. He may be kind of mean to you.
I'm not scared of no lawyer.
Oh, yeah,
Ready?
you tell him.
Good luck, Henry. I'll be watching.
Henry,
Get him, Henry.
can you tell us what happened when you got to the parking lot?
I heard some boys yelling, fighting. Mama, she tried to get us into the store, but then the shooting started.
It's like with door chime.
Before the shooting, tell us what you heard, Henry.
I heard a car door open. The keys were still in the, what do you call it? Ignition.
Yeah, he did say that before. That the car was a Dodge Charger. I think it was a 2011 Dodge Charger. I try and go back and do a little like research on these before I record the episode because sometimes I don't.
Could you recognize what type of car it was?
Yeah, it was a Dodge Charger, 2011.
But obviously there are some things that I miss. Like we just found out. Does he know for sure? Yeah, he said that he remembered the unique car, the unique car sound, the unique chime that it makes. He said that he doesn't know for sure, but he's bluffing to help you. Don't blow this. He remembers the unique door chime from helping his friend fix another. Yeah, because he said he could help it. He helped fix that car. Now we'll go to the mother's plea.
So,
I don't think he knows
at
anything
some
about
point,
Nina.
your mother said, no, there's no call for that. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Who was she talking to, in your opinion?
Mr. Leonard.
Can the boy's opinion be backed up with facts? I think so. Well, apparently it can, but what? No, that's not true. I guess this one, he already said that he heard the car door chime, and we know that he owns that car. These two don't sound right, but so let's go with that one. Yeah. Okay. Good.
You know this how?
He must have got out of the car after the shouting started, because I heard that door chime to his Charger. Then my mama yelled at him. Then I heard him shoot.
Oh, okay. So I guess Nina isn't a red herring because it's the only one that we can talk
So,
about now.
Mr. Leonard said Nina. Did he say anything else?
No, he didn't.
No warnings to the gang. No shouting like he was trying to defend himself.
Just that word, Nina. That's it. I'll never forget his voice.
Can we verify it? Yep, because we went through the audio lineup that we just went through so much trouble to get back in. Yeah, it's had Nina on an audio recording, not the eyewitness lineup. That one almost, see, I almost clicked that one and was like, yeah, that looks right, but...
People's Exhibit G. An audio lineup conducted under strict conditions where Henry Jackson identifies Scott Leonard's voice as the one he heard when his mother was shot.
Ooh.
Thank you, Henry.
Okay, awesome. We're still ahead. Let's keep moving.
Henry, let me first say that I'm terribly sorry for your loss. Henry, you've been completely blind since birth, correct?
That's right.
So you can't see at all.
Whoa, asked and answered, dude. You just asked that question.
Objection!
Asked and answered. Sustained.
My apologies. Were you scared, Henry?
Yeah.
What about your mother? Was she scared?
How would he know? And we can't ask her, so...
Objection, Your Honor.
Stick that finger at me,
This is
Carmichael.
pure speculation, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Let me rephrase. Did your mother seem scared to you?
Yeah, she didn't want me to know, but I could tell because of how her voice changed.
Why were you scared, Henry?
Because of the gangbangers. They're always fighting, shooting each other.
Of course. I'd be scared too. Now, if you were scared and your mother was scared, wouldn't it stand to reason that Scott would be scared too?
That's also speculation.
Objection, Your Honor.
Point that finger.
Speculation.
Sustained.
Withdrawn. Henry, you testified that your mother pleaded, saying, No, there's no call for that. How can you be so sure she was talking to Scott?
She said it to him after he got out of the Charger. She was looking at him when she said it.
Looking at him? How do you... Couldn't she have been looking at the gang members, or looking towards the store? She was trying to drag you inside for your own protection.
I suppose, but that's not what happened.
Is it possible she saw Scott draw his gun in self-defense and misunderstood what was happening?
I don't know, mister.
Is it possible your mother, fearing for your safety, thought Scott meant you harm, when in fact all he wanted was to defend himself against those gang members?
I'm sure what I heard. That's not how it happened.
You tell
How
him,
can
Henry.
you be so sure? The fact is, we'll never know what she was thinking those last few moments of her life.
Yeah, because Mr. Leonard killed her.
Scott was trying to save her life. He might very well have saved yours.
Yeah, okay, let's go with badgering on this one.
Objection, Your Honor.
If it's available, it is, okay. Yeah, you're just fighting with the kid now. Come on.
Defense is badgering the witness.
Sustained.
Withdrawn. No further questions, Your Honor. And Mr. Jackson, again, sorry for your loss.
Liar. You do not care about the kid's poor agonies.
Well, Mike, I'm here to deal, but the price has gone up.
Shocking. What's the offer?
3 years of probation and community service in return for a guilty plea to charges of reckless homicide, and you drop the felony gun charges.
Oh, how about we give him a medal, too?
No, get out of here. No
deal. We're seeing this one all the way through.
I don't do deals in here. We gonna
Mr.
nail this
Leonard,
dude to the wall.
Why don't you tell the jury what happened on the night of April 12th?
I regret those events. I regret them deeply. But they didn't happen the way Mr. Cutter says they did. Not at all.
Explain for us.
Yeah, I would like to know. Nah, I had nothing to say.
I never meant to shoot poor Miss Jackson. I was scared for my life. Scared the gangbangers were coming again. Coming for me.
Gangbangers.
Why would you fear that?
Because they killed my fiancée.
And you knew they would come for you eventually.
Yes, I knew they would. That's how these animals work.
That's speculation.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
Why is
the
Cutter
witness
in
can't
place now
know what
instead
his
of Abby?
enemies, real or imagined, intended for him.
Sustained.
Tell us exactly what happened.
I just went to the Busy Mart for some wine. Now, I brought my gun for protection, you see. I was walking back to my car when I saw Sims and the other guys yelling at each other. I was almost to my car when I seen Sims look at me. I thought he recognized me.
He did say I thought. He said he did. So it's not speculation because he's just giving his opinion. It's not asked and answered. It's not badgering. Oh no, I'm not gonna say anything.
Then I seen him raise his gun. I was trapped, too far away to get to my car. So I drew my weapon. It was me or him. I told him, back off, Sims, but he didn't. And knowing what they did to my Nina, I fired. That's why I said her name. I never ever meant to hurt anyone, especially
This guy
not Miss
sounds whiny
Jackson.
right now.
It was only in
He's
self-defense.
sorry, Miss Jackson.
I deeply regret it.
Thank you, Mr. Leonard.
Nope. Let's go. Let's keep going. I think
Something's
we'll be
not
able to
right
finish
here.
this one off.
He's making out like it was a coincidence he was there that day, but it's not.
Your witness, Mr. Cutter.
Excuse us just one moment, Your Honor.
He planned this. I can feel it.
I know, but how do we break him?
Nina. Get him to talk about Nina. Draw him out.
Okay. Let's talk about
Mr. Leonard.
Let's talk about what. Okay, bottles of wine.
I've got a receipt here from the market on the day of the shooting. You bought 4 bottles of Mad Scotsman. 4 bottles? What were you doing? Getting your courage up?
No,
So, why?
no reason. I was just sad.
Sad about what?
About Nina.
Okay, let's talk about Nina.
What about Nina exactly?
That day reminds me of Nina.
Why?
It was near to a year the day she died.
Near to? Or...
I can't remember.
Liar.
Really?
You have the
I don't
newspaper
keep nothing
clipping, dude.
around that reminds me of it.
Yeah, okay. Except what we found when we used the warrant to search your garage. Yeah, goon. Come on, man.
Mr. Leonard, the police recovered a newspaper clipping from your garage. It was an article about the carjacking, about the day Nina died.
Nice try, though. Come on, man.
What was the exact date of the carjacking, of Nina's death?
Told you I can't remember.
People's Exhibit K, the newspaper clipping. Please read.
His finger is phasing through it.
April 12, 2010.
And People's Exhibit L, the receipt. Can you read me the date on this receipt? The day of the shooting?
April 12, 2011.
A year to the day.
Coincidence? I think not.
Did you know Sims had territory near the market?
Yes,
Why were you outside?
just hanging out.
And the 4 previous days? Also just hanging out?
I really don't think I was there that often.
He is mistaken, because our security guard that suddenly decided to start telling the truth said he was. He said that. I like that last one. This might be a trap, you better back off.
David Zemsta testified he saw you there 4 days.
It's my neighborhood, Mr. Cutter. I'm allowed to park my car where I please. I happen to like
Thanks
the Busy Mart.
Thank you for telling the truth before, though, yellow goon. Let's talk about the
The
busy,
Busy
mart.
Mart. The security guard said he saw you there an hour before the shooting. What's that about? Were you lying in wait for Sims?
No,
You're there all week. You're there before the shooting. Explain it, Mr. Leonard.
I was just there to make sure he didn't hurt some innocent bystander.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
you took care of that yourself.
Objection.
Withdrawn.
I was gonna say, it's interesting that the defense never
The boy
speaks
testified
up.
he heard you. Was he there?
Yep, I saw him.
You told the court you were trapped, unable to get to your car.
Yeah, the car was 10 feet away. Door closed and locked. I never would have made it.
That's a lie.
why I drew my gun. Otherwise,
Henry
I
said the
would have
door
just
was
driven out of there.
open. Nope. Because you heard the chime. Get wrecked, son.
Henry told us he heard your car door chime. He identified it specifically.
Well, yeah, I mean, right. I was mistaken just now. I did leave the door open when I went to the store.
A beautiful car like that? You left the car door open and the keys in the ignition?
Around these so-called
I
gangbangers.
guess I did, Mr. Cutter.
Warning, there was none.
You said you told Sims to back off before you fired.
That's right. I gave him fair warning.
No, he didn't. You a liar. You wrong, you wrong, you wrong. It's just God is so clearly a liar. I agree he is, but that's not why. The blind boy never. Why do we call him the blind boy all of a sudden? Like, when did he become not Henry and just some blind kid? That's a little harsh.
Henry didn't hear you say anything but one word. Can you guess what that word was?
Nina.
Get some.
You weren't there by chance. You were there for revenge. You cased the market for a couple days beforehand, watching. Then, on the anniversary of Nina's death, you got a little Dutch courage to get you going.
Ooh,
Sims showed up,
racist.
you saw your chance, and you took it. Only poor Shar Jackson got in the way.
I didn't mean for that. It's not like you're saying. I'm sorry, kid. I never meant no harm to your mom. I'm sorry.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Sunk. I believe that's a victory. Is that a big old victory for us?
Has the jury reached a unanimous
Yup.
verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
Please read the
That
verdict
dude's
as it
face.
stands recorded.
In regards to Mr. Scott Leonard, as to murder in the second degree, we find the defendant guilty.
Yes. Got him.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to thank you for serving. Sentencing will take place tomorrow. Until then, the defendant will be remanded into custody. Court is adjourned.
I'm sorry, son. I'm so sorry.
That's why you were trying to lie your way out of it.
Mama
Sure you
always
were.
said turn the other cheek.
She was a good woman, Henry. She wouldn't want you to grow up with anger in your heart.
She'd want me to forgive Mr. Leonard, like Jesus does. Guess I'll try. Will you come see me at my new house?
I'll try and visit you, Henry, but we gotta get you settled in with your cousins. You need family right now.
Oh, good. He's got family.
Thanks, Olivia, for being nice and stuff.
No problem. Good luck, Henry.
Bye, Olivia.
Oh, cute. Oh, Olivia, don't cry.
Thanks for seeing us, Mrs. Vincenzo. We really need to talk to your husband, Frank.
Oh, wait,
You
what?
missed him by 2 weeks. You guys want some dinner? I'm making meatballs.
He left town?
He left the planet. Dead, my Frankie.
Whoa.
Sorry to hear that.
What's this about? One of Frankie's jobs finally catch up with him?
I'm
Did
confused.
Frank ever own a gun?
Where are
Sure,
we
in
now?
his line of work, a bunch. Listen, I know
I'm
you guys
confused.
know
Sorry,
what
guys.
kind of fella he was, and I definitely did, so let's not pussyfoot. He's gone, you can't get him now. What do you want to know?
Was Frank involved in a murder around 98? 2 kids in the park, both shot, one died.
Yeah, he might have mentioned that.
He did it for money?
Yeah, only that one he never got paid. Had a falling out with the client.
Oh. Is this the
Sorry,
puppy
that's all I
jogger
know. Frankie never told me names.
So, it was a hit.
But no payout.
So maybe he got screwed.
Or maybe he screwed up.
At any rate, next question is
Who paid to have Harrison Bedford killed?
bingo.
Huh. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. That's the end of the case. I apologize for not being super talkative in this one, but this one kind of hit me a little close. And going back and kind of watching through the first half of the case was a little rough. Not gonna lie. It's a bummer to see like a kid lose his mom that young. And I mean, now I'm not speaking for personal experience or anything like that, but it was just real kind of rough to watch. But I was really kind of focusing on trying to make sure I got it right. And even though I did get that one wrong, it happens. But we still were able to nail that guy to the wall and revealed that he shot Henry's mom accidentally. But then it just it's funny to me that like I understand to make the game be a game, you have to make them lie like that. But it's just like how many times they lie on the stand is really funny. But enough of my rambling. Thank you all so very, very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big fat stamp of approval. Subscribe and share if you feel so inclined. And as always, I will bring you more delicious, nutritious content right here on this channel. So I'll see you guys on this channel for the next one. Peace!